Hi everybody, welcome to our updated home tour. As you can see, this is our very simple front porch. This is the color that all of you voted for and we are totally loving it. If you follow my email list, you know that I accidentally already killed all of my mums. So for right now, this is it for my porch decor. So let's go ahead and head inside. I'm going to warn you, it is not perfectly clean. As you can see, there is a thermometer on the stairs to go up, and this playroom is about as good as it gets. Oh, hi, guys. So inside of the playroom, we are going to actually be installing a bunch of big white cabinets on that back wall. We just have not done that yet. They are sitting in our garage. So for right now, this is what the playroom looks like, but it will be changing. If you ever saw my old blog post, then you'll know that this actually used to be in the foyer of our old house. And then over here on the right, I'm still considering adding a piece, but I haven't decided. My office is a complete and total mess. It's just a hodgepodge of old furniture that we had left over from when we moved. I am in the process of planning out my design, but I'm still not exactly sure what I want to do. So at some point, this will hopefully look clean and I can actually show it to you all. As we come down the hallway, on the right side, that blue piece is not staying there. This, again, is another piece of furniture that I had in the old house that it just does not fit anywhere. It may still go in the laundry room, but I'm not sure. My fireplace, that is not how I plan to decorate it. Those pieces are just sitting there temporarily. The only thing that is even slightly decorated in our family room right now is this wall. That sign that used to hang in our old kitchen needs to get hung up above the TV, but in order to do that, we have to pull everything down. So we have not done that. I've been avoiding it because I know it's going to be a big project. As you can see, there's the dog's bed and there's still a box to be undone. There's our boys' balloons from our Disneyland announcement this past week. Okay, so here comes the room that actually is pretty much complete. Here's a quick overview of the kitchen. I promised my boys that they did not have to take out the track that they've been playing with for me to do this, so I apologize that it is laying in the kitchen, but this is total mom life and total boy mom life. I'm sure many of you have situations that are very similar in your house. So here's just a quick view, and then what I'm going to do is continue to walk around and show you everything. And at the very end, for those of you that want a really detailed look, I'm actually going to show you inside of my cupboards and everything. But for right now, let's just go ahead and we'll do a quick look at everything. So our morning room acts as our dining room, which I've talked about before. It has worked out really well. This island is literally where we live. I mean, we're at this island multiple times a day, especially as a stay-at-home mom and my husband works from home. This is where we all have lunch. This is where we breakfast together. It really has become great. My faucet still needs to be replaced with a gold one. It came and it is damaged. As you can see here on my three-tier tray, that there's a little mayor there that my boys added. This tray actually was never really decorated. I just kind of threw stuff on there and never went back to finish it. And my sons like to add things like their pumpkins and toys. Over here, I have one of the many famous Target, Dollar Spot, or Bullseye, whatever it's called now, trucks. I've got them all over the house because I am obsessed with them. I am loving my range. It is my favorite thing. I do not regret not getting double wall ovens at all. I am so happy with my decision to do the big range. We use our griddle, I would say at least once a day, if not more. The only problem is it does stay dirty. This is pretty clean for it. And I've ordered a griddle cover, but it is back ordered. Okay, as we go down, then we got our toaster oven, microwave. I've got my mixer, which has my Cookie Monster decal, which I should probably take off now. And then I have these shelves, which I love. I'm so excited to decorate them for every season because that is my plan. So I just did a few little bit of fall decorations. Over here on my cutting board, I was going to add vinyl, and I just haven't gotten to it, but I still like it the way it is. Then in this corner, again, I just got some wooden rolling pin and spoons. Just super simple, easy fall decor, nothing special. Then my dining room table. As you can see behind there, I did finally change out my sign. I said I was going to. I decided to use orange. It is not showing up super well here, let's see if I can get to focus a little better. Okay, I'm going to do a post about it. You can see it better. Then my table runner is paper. It's like that brown paper, craft paper, wrapping paper. And believe it or not, the Happy Harvest is done in HTV, shirt vinyl. I'm so excited to share this tutorial with all of you because it was super easy. And now it really shows me that the possibilities are endless with what you can do with the shirt vinyl. I still can't believe that it actually worked on the paper and I didn't burn the house down. So as you can see, there's the rest of my table decor. Here's our island, which I'm still loving. And of course, mom life. There is a kid's cup in the sink because, you know, that's how it is being a mom. I still am going to add vinyl onto these so that way we can tell apart which one's for hand soap and which one is for dishes. Another project I've just not gotten to. Over here is our fridge, and up above is where we were originally going to be putting a TV. But now that we have lived without it, we've decided we really do not need it. So now we have to put the doors back on because we do have the doors and handles. This fridge, I could literally do an entire video just on this fridge because it's so amazing. It is like a giant smartphone on the fridge. We got a really good deal on it because it's one of those things that you just have to look and wait for deals. And I'm telling you, we are in love with it. I can do shopping lists. Let me show you that. So like when you run out of something and it hooks up to your phone. So I can add something there, and my husband can, and then I can check it on my phone. I can also view what's inside my fridge. It's unbelievable. Anyways, let's move on from the fridge. Here's my husband's coffee station and where we keep the blender. I tried to keep it away from my mother-in-law's wall so we don't wake her in the morning. And here is my pantry. I am going to label all of my bins, but at this point I wanted to make sure that this is how I want it to be set up because I wanted to live in it. And I know it's still going to change over time. But here is just a quick little rundown of all of the bins. There's a lot of them, and there are some empty ones. Then over here I've got, you know, things like my Ziploc bags and party stuff. You can see there are more utensils than I think we could use in a lifetime because every time we threw a party, we would just buy a new box instead of going to look for the old box. And then when we moved, we had, anyways, a disgusting amount of it. This back wall is all of my serving dishes. It's not all of them, but it is most of my glass ones and white ones. And my new favorite one up top from Home Goods. It was a perfect find because it matches my kitchen perfectly. Over here is all of my baking stuff. It's my whole baking center. So I've got cake pans, I've got cookie cutters, I've got food dyes and sprinkles and more cake pans and ramekins and everything you can think of that you would need to bake. Then over here, I've got cleaners, and this is kind of like our daily household stuff. So it's cleaners, it's where our mail goes, as you can see from the big giant pile that needs to be organized. It's where stamps are and envelopes and sunscreen and my allergy medicine, my son's allergy medicine, kind of your everyday stuff, the dog's food. Then as we come out of the pantry and go down the hallway, and that's our boys' closet. I'm not even going to open that because it's so bad. Then you're going to see the secret mess of our new house, which is the mudroom. Right now, this has become our catch-all. The left side is actually all stuff that needs to be donated. And then actually right here, this is my faucet that came damaged. But there you can see a little bit of the gold. Then on the right side is stuff that is going to go into the playroom once the cabinets are in. And then it's kind of the mudroom stuff. It's also where my son's Halloween costume is I bought a while ago. But it's just really, this has just become a catch-all until we get some sort of locker system, which hopefully we will do soon. And the left side, we just keep piling stuff to donate. And then every once in a while we do a big run because we unbox and just kind of get settled in the house. We are finding more things to donate. Okay, here is the bathroom. I did add a little bit of fall decor, but not much. Honestly, I kind of ran out of steam after I did the kitchen and the family room. So that's it for now. So, okay, so those of you that want to see a very detailed look of how I set up my kitchen, because I know people have been asking for that, I'm now going to show you a walkthrough. It is not perfect. I wish that I could say that it is, but it is not. But it is getting there. So I'm going to go ahead and open up all my different cabinets and drawers and show you what's inside. So this first cabinet to the top left is all of my spices. We were actually missing a shelf which just got delivered, so I had to kind of redo that a little bit. And here is kind of like all your basic extra spoons and stuff. Unfortunately, this actually was really organized. And then my son the other day when I was cooking decided to go in and pull everything out and mix it up. Under here is my pots and pans. I cannot believe all of my pots and pans, like my everyday ones, all fit in here. No problem. We got these really nice big cabinets with the pull-out drawers. It's awesome. It has been so easy to grab a pan and cook. Then, of course, there's my range, and next to my range on the other side is where we have, and this has also been great. This is all of like my Pyrex and then some of my other extra. So like my cake pans that I use more often and things like that. Down here is like cupcake tins and cupcake carriers. And then up above that is our everyday dishes. A lot of it is actually in the dishwasher right now. It's just things we use every day. Our kids' snack cups, the cereal bowls. Believe it or not, yes, we do have paper plates in there because there are some days that, as being a stay-at-home mom, when you have 3 meals a day in your house, you just need paper plates. Underneath of that is our utensils, which is very close to the dishwasher. I also keep my pot holders and trivets for when I need them. You know, those really... Okay, then in here I have some of my measuring cups and measuring spoons and things like that. And yes, that really needs to be gone through and organized. Then underneath of that is our mixing bowls and our salad spinner. Below that is my really deep drawer filled with all the hand towels I could ever use. Then next to that, we have more baking stuff. So this is kind of like my stuff that I use most of the time when I bake. It's my icing spreaders. I have my scoopers for cookie dough and for cupcakes. Then underneath of that would be drying racks and other kind of baking accessories. At the very bottom is some random things that I just wasn't sure where to put, and I just threw them in there, if I'm being completely honest, because I had an extra drawer. So why not? Then up above there is, as you can see, I guess I have an obsession with measuring cups of all sorts because there are a lot of measuring cups up there. So I definitely need to obviously go through those. And then it's just kind of some other random stuff. So it's like vanilla and cinnamon things that I bake with more often. And then just some other odds and ends. Then this drawer is my favorite drawer. Oh my gosh, these pots and pan drawers are my favorite thing ever. They have a higher weight capacity than your average drawer, so they can hold a lot of weight. Then I have all of my baking stuff in here. I do need to actually add my labels to the top because in the other house, I needed them on the sides, but now I need them at the top. But this is just kind of my everyday baking stuff. I do need to replace my brown sugar one because that one broke when we moved. It cracks, so now we're going to need to get a new one. But anyways, I'm obsessed with these pots and pan drawers. We have them in the 2s and the 3s, and they're great. Below that, as you can see, there's just more random cupcake tins and cupcake carrier because I wasn't exactly sure where to put them. This stuff may move around and actually go up above the fridge now that we're not going to have a TV there, but I'm not sure. Here's another drawer of just complete randomness that needs to be organized and I have not gotten to. I just kind of threw extras in there. Below that is our Tupperware. A lot of it's in use right now, but this is where we keep all of our Tupperware. It's generally actually pretty organized, but there's just not a lot in there right now. Then underneath is a drawer that is full of, napkins and placemats and all that extra sort of stuff. Then up above here, let me see. As you can see, there's nothing. There's pretty much nothing. There's a couple, 2 china things and some, I think it's a wood cutting board. Then underneath here, this is actually all going to be empty eventually. This is all of my stuff to finish organizing. So I've got my trays to organize my drawers. I've got some of my shelf liner. My very sweet husband bought me a welcome home sign from Hearth and Hand that I still need to put up that I absolutely love. And then over here at the very end is our grilling stuff because our grill is right over there. Eventually there'll be a patio there. It'll make even more sense. But this is kind of where we're going to keep the grilling stuff. Then below that needs to be fixed. This was a temporary solution that's not working out. But this is going to be kind of our nicer silverware for when we have company over. It just slides and moves everywhere. So I need to either drill them down or Velcro them or do something or just do a completely different solution. Underneath of that is actually where I keep stuff for homework. So my boys do homework over there at the island. So when my son comes home and needs to do homework, it was easy for me to say, oh, run and get your stuff. And it was easy for him to remember. It was the furthest drawer at the very bottom. I tried to do it actually closer to the island and found that it got confusing as to which drawer, so we went ahead and I put it over here, and it's worked out really well. Then up above here, okay, this is all of our crystal and our really good white coffee mugs from when we have company over. But that's it. As you can see, a lot of it's empty. And then here's one of my favorite. Here's just a little bit of the fall decor, and I love how this turned out, the flowers, everything, and that's the thing that I still needed to vinyl, but I still think it looks really cute just as it is. And in this upper cabinet is probably mostly going to be gone. This is all of our old kids' plates and everything. We are finding we aren't using any of it anymore. Our kids are old enough, they're just using regular plates. I do have a couple of like the bento box things, so those will stay, but otherwise, everything else is going to go. And actually above the microwave, there's nothing. Let's also do our island stuff. So here's where I have my tall things like my baking sheets. This is actually leftover poppers from 4th of July. And that's just kind of where we threw them because we wanted to hide them from the boys, but we really need to move that. Then underneath my sink, I'll open this side. The other side's too messy to look at. That's where I got like my oils and vinegar. And then over here we have our junk drawer. This one is pretty organized. Okay, you ready? Total mom life. Here is our second junk drawer, which could not be worse. This originally was just left empty and it was not going to be a junk drawer, but then we just started throwing stuff in there, and as you can see, it just kind of piled up. Underneath here is where I have all of my sandwich bags and my saran wraps. At the very bottom is just some more bags and some wet ones. So it's where our trash bags are, our paper lunch bags, things like that. Over here is our everyday pantry. You see how empty this is? Oh yeah, because I don't use this at all. This is like chip clips and gum, and that's about it. But down here is what we use every single day. So this is stuff that I need when I'm making lunches, so I don't have to run into the pantry. So it's got like our bread, it has my peanut butter, things like that. Then underneath of there, it has our cereals. And then underneath of that is where we keep like our chips and stuff, our snacks for school or for, just Jack being at home. And then at the very bottom is my son's pretzel collection, because my oldest literally will only eat pretzels for snack at school. And there's his container so that I can make his snack on the weekdays. Then over here, let me see. Oh, let's do the other side of the island. So on the other side of the island, I actually don't remember what's under here, so we're all going to remember and find out together. Okay, so this is just a bunch of extra dishes I had from doing photo shoots and things like that for the blog. And then our aprons from Aunt Melissa that she made us. And then those are my son's cute little Halloween plates that I did not put out because I was nervous about them breaking them. Then on the center one, okay, so this is some of the china and some more odds and ends types of plates. And then the last one I do remember is all the china, because, honestly, it's more difficult to get to these cabinets and we don't use it that often, so it was a good place for it. So you can see there's all of the china for when we have nicer holiday meals and we would like to use it, and we have a lot. I think we have 16 place settings. So I think that's it. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on the tour, and hopefully I can continue showing it to you as it gets a little bit more put together. Bye.